For years, he wasn't just an actor. He was the face of Kdrama. The man who made millions fall in love. The man who defined an era. But as new stars rose and trends shifted, one question quietly echoed across the industry: was the king losing his throne? Now in 2026, something feels different. The silence is over, and the comeback may be bigger than anyone expected. Chapter 1. The Rise of a Global King. Before streaming platforms dominated the world, before K-dramas became mainstream in the West, there was Leeminho. With Boys Over Flowers, he didn't just gain popularity, he triggered a global obsession. From Asia to Africa, from the Middle East to Latin America, his name became synonymous with romance. He wasn't just acting, he was creating fantasy. The cold Chable heir, the emotionally wounded genius, the untouchable rich man who falls hard for love. He became the blueprint. Chapter 2. The Weight of the Crown. But being a king comes at a cost. After military service, the industry had changed. New faces dominated social media. Short-form clips ruled YouTube and TikTok. Younger actors captured Gen Z audiences. Critics whispered, has his era passed? Is he choosing the wrong projects? Can he compete with the new wave? His dramas still performed well, but the explosive viral dominance, it wasn't the same. And for the first time in years, Leeminho wasn't the center of every conversation. Chapter 3. The Quiet Strategy. But here's what many people missed. Leeminho never chased noise. He never fought for attention. He moved strategically, selective appearances, carefully chosen endorsements, maintaining an elite global image. While others flooded the market, he preserved mystery, and mystery creates power. In 2025, fan meetings began selling out again. Clips of his emotional scenes started trending. Older dramas resurfaced on streaming charts. The nostalgia wave was building. Chapter 4. Why 2026 feels different. Now in 2026, the market is shifting again. Audiences are craving mature romance. They want depth, charisma, experience, and suddenly, the industry gap fits him perfectly. He's no longer competing with rising rookies. He's operating in a different lane. The grown man era of K-pop. Fans who watched him in their teens are now adults. They don't want school romance anymore. They want powerful love stories. And Leeminho, he's perfectly positioned. Chapter 5. Global power still intact. Look at the numbers. His social media following, still massive. International fan bases, loyal and loud. YouTube edits, millions of views consistently. Unlike newer stars, his fame isn't built on trends. It's built on legacy. And legacy doesn't fade easily. It waits. Chapter 6. The throne is not empty. But let's be honest, the competition is fierce. Actors like Park Seo-yeon and Kim Soo-hyun have dominated recent global headlines. New generation leads are breaking streaming records. So the question isn't, is Leeminho famous? The question is, can he dominate again? And that's what makes 2026 so interesting. Final chapter. The king who refused to fade. For a moment, the world thought it understood the story. A superstar rises, he dominates an era. Time passes, new stars emerge, and the old king quietly steps aside. But what if that was never the real story? What if this wasn't the fun? What if it was transformation? For years, Leeminho carried the weight of expectation. Every role compared to his peak, every project judged against his legacy, every appearance dissected. When you become iconic to them, the world stops seeing you grow. They only measure you against your legend. But legends don't compete with trends. They outlast the reinvention era. Look closely at 2026. The industry is shifting again. Audiences are no longer obsessed with just viral clips. They want depth. They want chemistry that feels real. They want stories that reflect adulthood. And suddenly, Leeminho doesn't look like yesterday's star. He looks like tomorrow's answer. The quiet confidence, the slower, heavier gaze, the refined charisma. He isn't trying to be the young heartthrob. He doesn't need to be. He's stepping into something more powerful. The seasoned leading man. And that lane, it's wide open. The comeback narrative. Comebacks are rarely loud at first. They begin with whispers. A sold-out fan meeting here. A trending clip there. A red carpet appearance that reminds everyone, oh, he still has it. Then suddenly, the conversation changes from, is he still relevant, to, wait, is he about to dominate again? The difference between fading and preparing is patience, and patience is a weapon. He never oversaturated the market. He never chased controversy. He never begged for headlines. He waited. And now, the timing feels almost perfect. The fans who loved him in their teenage years are adults now. They want a mature romance, a powerful reunion story, a love that feels earned. And Leeminho fits that fantasy better than ever. The throne was never empty. Here's the truth most people forget. The throne was never taken. It was shared. New kings rose. New names trended. New faces captured attention. But legacy doesn't disappear. It builds gravity. And gravity pulls attention back. When Lee Min-ho steps into the right project, the right script, the right chemistry, the right emotional weight, it won't feel like a return. It will feel inevitable. The epic ending. So maybe this isn't just another chapter in his career. Maybe this is the moment. The industry recalibrates. Maybe the quiet years weren't silence. Maybe they were strategy. Because real kings don't panic when the crowd shifts. They observe. They adapt. They return stronger. And in 2026, the question isn't whether Lee Min-ho can come back. The question is, will this be the era that reminds the world why he was crowned in the first place? Because if the right role lands, if the chemistry explodes, if the audience connects again, then this won't just be a comeback. It will be a reclamation. The king doesn't ask for his throne. He simply sits on it. If you believe Lee Min-ho is about to dominate 2026, drop A in the comments and tell me what kind of role would make his comeback legendary. A mature CEO romance, a dark revenge drama, or an unexpected reunion story. If you love epic K-drama narratives like this, make sure you like this video so the algorithm pushes it to more fans. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications, because this is just part 1 of the comeback series. Next episode, we dive into the rivalry, old king versus new generation. And trust me, that conversation is about to get intense. So if one day, a new drama drops, the posters go viral, the teaser breaks records, and headlines read, Lee Min-ho has officially returned. Remember this moment, because you were here, before the storm, before the domination, before the crown was adjusted. If you believe the king is preparing for something bigger, then don't just watch history happen. Be part of it. Tap the like button, not just for the algorithm, but as a signal that the throne still matters. And if you want front row seats to every comeback theory, rivalry breakdown, and epic K-drama deep dive, then join the royal court, hit subscribe, and turn on notifications, so when the next chapter drops, you don't hear about it late, you witness it first, because on this channel, we don't chase trends, we predict them, and the king's story, it's just getting started.